back to Faerun and to Baldur's Gate 3. Um, Last time we went to the Githyanki Kresh Ylir, which was occupying the former Lathander monastery of Rizamorn. We entered the Astral Prism, learned a little bit more about the Dream Guardian, not as much as we would have liked. And then Asterion got grabby hands and triggered um, the Lathander's Sun Lance, which brought the entire monastery down. And unfortunately, Asterion was caught in the blast. We brought him back, but he was a little peeved. Oh well, what are you gonna do about it? Put that in there. Put that in there. Okay, which one is my potion backpack? That one, okay. So, you go in there. Sorry, just doing a little inventory management while we're here. But for today, we're going to be heading into the Act 2 in the Shadow Curse lands. But first, we're actually going to need to pick up someone first. Or have a chat with someone first. That's why we have Gale. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the monastery is still standing. Oh, no, there we go. It's kind of crumbled. Although it's not a...
Tell me, Lae'zel, what is it like on the astral plane? Your home realm intrigues me.
Githyanki lay their eggs on other planes. They cannot mature in the astral.
Okay, good. Gale's able to make it. Hey, raspberries. Oh, this is good. You know what? Screw it. Alright, we're gonna go and sell some stuff.
At least we can preserve something of that unfortunate Kresh. I should hope so. When adventure calls, I am always thoroughly prepared.
Are you?
Take a look.
Okay. Let's go in here. Clothes and uninhibited Shigo. Yeah, we're not going to use those at all. The Sharon crossbow. An axe +1. Dagger +1. Those, that. Oh yeah, we need to
Now,
give
I believe you.
Gale the Morning Frost.
Charmed, I'm sure.
There we go.
Let's move.
Oh shit. What are our boots? Oh yeah, okay. Alright. Let's see here. We need to go this way.
Something over there.
Oh yeah, let's see.
Tell me, Gale, what is your interest in the astral plane?
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
It will be my home soon enough, should Vlaakith will it.
Doo-doo.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is,
Uh-oh.
too.
He
Finding
miffed.
himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Many miles, you say. Where do you hail from?
Originally, Shadowdale. Lately, the fanciest inns of Waterdeep. Meet Elminster Ormar, a good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Yes, Gale. Where is your decorum?
Oh, for the love of...
This way, then? To your camp? Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
Well, I suppose I'm as curious to hear, or curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Elthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster!
Right. You see,
You're stalling.
That is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger.
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Well, if the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention.
The very purpose of my presence. In a roundabout sort of way.
Oh, it's one of these divine
You must
interventions.
know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Only you can stop forest fires. Wait. Gale alone? How so?
The orb.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrarium Idalion thras annas dithra. It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Well, that was a thing.
Oh, was that Gale's granddad?
Kinda. That was Elminster Almar, the most famous wizard in the realms.
It doesn't ring a bell. But all right. Must have had something important to say to Gale if he came all this way. Good news, I hope.
Oh, it was important. I don't think it was good news. Turns out Gale has a bomb in his chest. And Mister wants him to blow up the Heart of the Absolute along with him.
Whoa now, he's got a... Well, I guess that would explain a little, but... Mistra? I mean, this is a lot to take in. What's he going to do?
I'm not sure. I think he's of several minds.
Well, tell him to pick the right one. Or better yet, I'll do it. Fucking wizards, man. They always need help picking the simple, obvious option. If Mistra can't think of another way to stop the Absolute than sacrificing Gale, she's no god worth worshipping. I'll say that to Gale in, you know, gentle terms.
Yeah, makes me glad I'm a sorcerer. And a warlock, but you know.
I can't believe Mistra actually expects Gale to just sacrifice himself like that. Seems like a waste of a fine mind.
Yeah. Also, let's see here.
My faith protects me.
Let's see here. That does 12 to 33 damage. 1d10 plus 1d8. Or 1d8 plus 9 slashing plus 2d8 radiant. This is a great weapon. But the Blood of Lathander gives you Skybeam. And it wants prolonged rest when your hit points are severe, you gain. What's her proficiencies? What are her feats? Does she have Crusher? She's got Slasher. Alright, so she's keeping the sword.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mistra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him. Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents?
Apparently
Does
not.
she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mistress
Okay.
concerned only for herself. Bah. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. But I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
You know, that was actually insightful for, Lae'zel. Like, sympathetic. She's like, you don't need to blow yourself up for the gods. We can kill this thing with our own might. We're good enough. You're good enough to do it. I mean, she's totally wrong about Vlaakith, but you know.
Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
Githyanki look quite humanoid. How did you evolve to lay eggs?
Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Huh. Okay.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
Didn't seem much of a friend. Showing up and demanding you kill yourself.
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistress chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message. However much it pained him to do so. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said.
Of course. He offered the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
I don't understand. Can't Mistra just destroy the Absolute? Or Elminster himself?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
So that's it. You're on a suicide mission now.
Possibly the most spectacular one ever conceived. But essentially, yes. I'm living on borrowed time, in more ways than one. Perhaps this is how it must be. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
You're not blowing yourself up, Gale. I won't let you.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
Alright, let's... cares about what Will says. We're gonna pick up, Astarion.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about the latter.
Perhaps if you lost a follower or two. Excellent.
Alright, well, let's hit the road. We need to... We're actually going to be heading back to... well, the Underdark. Grimforge, to be more specific. But we'll head to, for lack of a better term, the wilderness first. Druid Grove, the Zentarum, do some last minute shopping. Apparently we're going to Long Rest first. Oh yeah, I know why this is happening. Okay. Hi. Can I help you?
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Alright, Lae'zel, go ahead.
Speak. My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel.
Well, technically I
Within
do.
it lies the seed of Vlakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
What are you asking of us, Voss?
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected.
What word? They're dead.
Yet the one in the prism has chosen
We
you.
blew them up.
Protects you with their power. The prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Sorceress's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
He's not wrong about the Zaithisk.
I served Vlakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words
carry truth.
I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together, we will be our people's light.
Yay, no
Take
fighting.
this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Okay.
I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try.
Well, seeing
Now
as
to
how it's the
Baldur's
only
Gate.
thing that's
I'll
protecting
be
us
waiting, Lae'zel.
from, illicit transformation, yeah, we're gonna protect that thing with our lives. Alright, well,
Enough waiting. I crave.
Lae'zel is currently wearing Vlakith's colors. And, well, she's kind of a Charlock or traitor now, so maybe we should, I don't know, change that. To reflect her changing allegiance, so to speak. Oh, shit. Alright. Is there not a pendant she can wear? Corpus locket. She's not branded. Let's do that. There. Okay.
What to do?
Vlakith Kosivim Krashet. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
Voss called Vlakith a tyrant. Does that mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Yeah, Navas is wrong. If his claims are wrong and Vlaakiths are real.
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Who's the one in the prison, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know, and that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
What if I told you that you were both correct? Anyway.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sorceress Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Alright, well. Time to go to bed for a free long rest. And then we'll have to buff everyone up. Medicine.
Eager for battle.
Let's see here. You have up to 3rd level spells. So you get to drink this medicine.
What's next?
You drink that one.
Someone there?
And you drink this one.
No time to rest?
Okay. Mage armor. Speak with animals. And detect the thoughts.
A long way to go still.
Hey, do you have long strider? You do have long strider. Okay. Okay, well.
I've got a long road ahead.
Now that we're all together.
What a day.
Let's do long strider. Let's turn yourself.
Never a dull moment.
All right, let's go. Fast travel. Some time hideout. See if there's anything worth buying.
Keep it up, little brother. Might be I can sell you someday.
Oh.
Alright. Back already?
I want to trade.
Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
Alright. Don't got no food. Let's see here. Sparkle hands, gloves, hail of thorns. Ooh, a violin. Eh. the loot. What? Let's go sell that. That. What's Asterian's armor? He's got the jolty vest. That's good for now. Real Sparky Sparks. Well, what's...
Pleasure.
Grove. Pretty sure Damon's gone. So we'll just have Aaron to sell and buy stuff. Hopefully he's got food.
It'll take a while for us all to recover. But, of course.
Okay. So let's see here. You've got, in the way of food, you got that, chicken, supply pack, horseradish, cormorant. Okay. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Beer. Circle of Death could be good. Along with Shatter. Maybe Scrolls Revivify. That's just great. Oh, okay, it's got those. Okay, Hellcrawler, Frost Step, Flash Streak, Shadow Step. Huh. Maybe?
May you
Go with
keep
what I got.
balance.
Okay. Let's go and put that in there. And up here we'll put the rings. Planets. That. All right. On to Grimforge. Okay. And now we're going to take our first steps into the Shadow Curse lands. The elevator. You're about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. And I think we can still head back to the Act 1 worlds. Until we get to the climax of Act 2. But we're quickly... I don't really think there's anything we need to go back, though, or for, though. Oh, it's locked. Starion.
Hardly a challenge.
Okay, so we could use torches.
Let's get going.
However, I might have something better. Do I have Scroll of Daylight? I do not. Clean, light, chill. No, okay. But I know who
My
does
faith will guide me.
have daylight. Enchant item. There we go. Now we don't
All's
need
well that
torches.
ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Absolute's expedition key. That's probably the chest we just... Old Architectural Collection. This yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside to a town, or outside a town called Wraithwin, to the Underdark. Well, we just came up that elevator. Broken lantern.
A broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out.
Adept of the Absolute. Orders. I have been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. Trusolnir will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here that Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse? Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble. Quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in such matters as I wish to be. I set explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I'm even to set things up correctly. Absolute, protect me! Stone, Scroll of Cloud Kill. Okay.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs. This Darkness is diseased.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
This is the way to Moonrise Towers. We've no choice but to push forward.
I can feel the shadow's power here. They don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse. It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
But what about me?
You're resourceful. You'll find a way. Don't give me that look. It's a good thing that I'm resistant to the shadows. This way I can help you. Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
Okay. This isn't creepy at all. Potion of featherfall. Okay, I got one. Elixirs, arcane cultivation, grenades, web grenade, coatings. Okay.
What's hiding here?
Beamos, psalm. Sack. Yeah.
That might be worth a look.
Gold. Animate dead. Dead Druid's Journal. A handwritten journal abandoned for some 50 years. It details a druid's
isn't so bad, Astarion.
attempt to
Where I came
learn
from,
more about the
we
Shadow
often
Curse.
work exclusively under cover of darkness.
These entries grow shorter and more sporadic as
Yes,
time passes.
but you chose darkness. I was cast into it. The sun was banished from my life. Forbidden. And we all lust after the forbidden. Don't we?
Anyway, they're done. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with an awe and fear that was difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as the Archdruid Halsin's warnings were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon, and press on in the morning. Though in truth, such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood that normally would be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker. But I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness. Foul things. One grazed me. Only my torch saved me. Deep darkness. Flames are instantly doused. The wound stings. Flesh turning black with corruption. The shadows are growing stronger. They are spreading. I need to return to the light. The wood will not burn. I can barely see the
do with the shadow curse. I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Okay, if you didn't have light, crossing this bridge would basically trigger turn-based mode because you entered the curse.
Quite the gossip, aren't you? Wouldn't have thought you cared.
A formidable woman like yourself does herself no favors in revealing herself to be so erratic, so uncertain.
I'm a god's damned genius. This curse has people legging it. A couple of idiots begged me to return back and grab their stuff. But the ring is my ticket to the city. The old man was desperate. You should have heard the sob story. Ellie Mae was his wife, the love of his life, blah blah. He used to camp by her grave. Kind of weird if you ask me. Anyway, she was buried with his family ring. It's deeper into the darkness. I'll grab it, be on my way to you. Baldur's Gate better prepare itself, because with the two of us in the city, we'll wring every last copper out of the place. Love you, Dandelion. See you soon. Well, since it's an unsent letter, I'm pretty sure that it didn't get sent. Well, duh. And man, I'm pretty sure that their plans kind of didn't happen. Necrotic resistance.
This place. There's a power in these shadows. I can sense it.
Okay. Hey, look, people.
Stay together. Keep to the light.
Let me attempt to roll stealth. You know, me shedding bright, radiant daylight. What's that glowing behind the tree? My name is Arella. Who are you?
First, come closer. Hands up.
I.
Jonas, look out!
Uh-oh.
Jonas! Jonas!
I'm here. Where are you? Jonas? Can you see our torches? I can't see anything. Something's wrong.
Yeah, you're getting killed.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light. Who's there? Meg? Ethan?
Jonas?
I don't think that's Jonas.
Jonas.
His soul consumed by the darkness. Not a good sign.
Don't let it get hold of you. Harpers, now!
Alright, well, let's see here. These things are shadows. They are undead. And they have resistances to all physical damage. Acid, thunder, they're immune to necrotic. Surprise, surprise. Resistant to fire, lightning, cold, immune to poison, but they are extremely vulnerable to radiant. They got dark vision, they are ethereal, they can shadow blend, and they have a sunlight weakness. Well, let's see here first. Do I have undead slaying arrows? Monstrosity, construct, aberration, beast, humanoid, fiend, undead. Can't be undead. Okay.
Swift and lethal. Taking position.
Let's see here. Legendary haste. True strike repulsed. Hey, now get back here.
Feet can carry me.
You're not trying to leave, are you?
The shadows too. Make every strike count!
Damn you.
Jonas is dead. Get back in the light, you numbskull.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep your torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Safe place? You mean somewhere the shadows can't penetrate?
That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this damn curse. Light will save you here on the outskirts, but a few paces deeper you're screwed. If you want to catch your breath, the inn's the only place to do it. Hope to see you there. Harpers, move out!
Well, alrighty then. Shadow vestige.
You sense a young woman gazing at Moonrise Towers in awe. Perhaps one day she will get to gaze out from atop it, she hopes.
Sack. Night Orchid. Hey! Shadowheart.
So, that's what people mean when they talk about butterflies in their stomach. Did you want something?
Remember when you told me night orchids were your favorite flowers?
Rings a bell? Why?
It just so happens I have one right here.
Oh, hells. You didn't pick that by hand, did you? They're deadly poisonous. Joking. They're safe. And beautiful. Thank you. I don't have anything to give you in return, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm sure you'll come up with something in time.
We'll see. Give me a while to put my imagination to work. Very serious of you. But go ahead.
Feel like you've been distracted of late. I don't want us to drift apart.
I won't pretend that I don't know what you mean. Ever since we entered the Shadow Curse, I felt like something's calling to me. Some purpose that I need to find. Give me some time. If I can figure out whatever it is that I need to do, well, then there should be more time for us.
Alright. Alright, let's loot Jonas. Harper blade, gold, leather, crossbow.
What am I to do?
Let's clean that up.
Eager for battle.
How delicious.
You know, I don't have to use soap. I have freaking prestidigitation. Alright, oh, there's a raven.
That dead bird's been corrupted by the shadows. Would be wise to leave it alone.
I wonder what the next move is.
Yeah, about that. We're totally gonna leave it alone. Also, this trick was brought to you by the floof.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Talk to me. Moving. Prestidigitate clean. There we go. I'm ready.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Starion,
Careful, I might.
drink your medicine.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
This place is protected. Must be the refuge the Harpers spoke of.
something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy. She's with me.
Hello, Ross. Welcome to stream. We're in the Shadow Cursed lands.
Come.
In Act 2.
Jahira!
Oh, we should have had Karlak. Oh well. Soon they're gonna be battle set. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Hi. I don't think you can be a true pacifist in this game, but you can definitely avoid a lot of fights. Just once. I wish people would simply say hello.
Hello.
Thank you. Alright, I saved your soldiers, and this is the thanks I get.
Kindness is too often a decoy.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious
Are you gonna
creature
eat
that
that?
hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know,
This is true.
it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul.
I'm not a true soul.
Stop! What's you doing? She's the one who saved us!
She's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
My flashlight's
Yep.
gonna be a problem.
Didn't
Yeah.
leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved two of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake. Didn't make a fuss of our thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible?
Well, thank you. It's because of this. Kind of blew it up.
What in the hells is that thing?
Well, it's got somebody inside. It's like a gateway to the astral plane. Got somebody inside that is using some sort of power that the Githyanki Undying Queen Vlaakith wants for herself. But long story short, the dude's using it to block the hive mind controlling thing.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, thank God.
Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here?
Simple. I'm here to slay the Absolute in its lair, Moonrise Towers.
Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash.
Oh, thank you.
Settle in.
They're allies, enemies, yeah.
And come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
First, though, we need to actually... I should have... After the initial fight, I should have dropped Lae'zel off to pick up Karlak. Because Karlak has got some ties to...
Do you feel
Kira.
that? I've never felt so cold, and that's me. This place will swallow us whole if we let it. Stick close to Mama Kay.
You got it. So we got some infernal metal. What do you think we should do with it?
need to go find Damon. I'm going to get a hug soon.
All right. Well, come on,
Looks
we're
like
in now.
the troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Lights out.
Excellent. Let's go.
All right, and you need to drink some medicine. And by medicine, I mean the elixir of Cloud Giant Strength. Bottoms up. All right, and you know, you could take some boots. There you go. Now you can Misty Step. You just need it tied. Sometimes blows. Yeah. In this game, normally in these types of games, if you avoid fights, you don't get as much XP. In this game, if you avoid fights by using diplomacy or persuasion checks, you still get the same amount of XP as if you fought and won. Because you still successfully completed the encounter. Alright. Okay.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
She lives in the city, right?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baal sport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Oh, she's happy.
So, why night orchids?
Well, isn't it enough that they're beautiful? They remind me of some place. A place I can't quite remember. But I think I was happy there, wherever it was. Sorry, I'm being silly.
Wish we had stone or steel.
You good to see a friendly face.
Alright, we'll talk with the quartermaster in a little bit. But there's gonna be a wake down here for Jonas. And since we've got the sword, we should probably give it to the one he loved. Megan.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean. He was always joking. Said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
I found his sword on his body. Would you like to have it?
Yes, I'd like that. I don't know what to say. He always took such good care of this. I'll do the same. For him. I should thank you. Take this. I think I need some time by myself now.
Tragic love. Shadowheart is inspired. Witness Jonas. Said can't be. Yeah. I remember Speedy in CSI Miami didn't clean his gun, and when he needed it most, it jammed.
Your graveguard's still alive, you reckon? He better be, or I'm a dead man walking. Aren't we all? Not as long as we can put up a fight with him.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Alright, so. Do we have anything worth selling? We can get rid of the torch. Because we don't really need the torch. Because I've got daylight. And soon we'll be getting a more permanent cure for it. Okay, so what does she have? She's got smoke powder arrows. We're going to grab that for Asterion. A slaying arrow. We've already got aberration. Dragon slaying, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Okay, we've got aberration. Dragon. Humanoid. Okay. Defender Great Axe. We can get that for Karlak. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. Cloak of Protection. The Shield of Devotion. That's going to Shadowheart. Band of the Warped Weaver. Huh. That must be for the Mindweaver. We don't actually have one, so we don't need it, but yeah. Good to know for my other campaigns. Gloves, gloves of the balanced hands. The Yuan T Scale Mail. My favorite armor in the game. We're grabbing this. I don't know who's going to get it, but we're grabbing it. It's probably going to be Asterion, to be honest. The Mighty Cloth. Food. Jeez. Psychic Amplifier Gauntlets. Focused Aegis. Again, these are Mindweaver stuff. You don't have one, but again, it's good enough for later. Okay. Let's see here. We've got what's this? Oh, never mind. Incandescent Staff. We'll get that for Gale. It's here. It's not like... So many TV shows, films, etc., where guns are never held. Yeah. One thing interesting is, you know how gangsters are always holding the gun sideways? And it's like, oh, gangster shot the gun. Well, there's a bit of an element to truth to that when you're aiming one-handed with a handgun, the natural angle to where your hand is actually tilted at about a 45 degree. Because that's just how your arm is structured. Now, two-handed, it's more 90 degree, or 90 degree vertical. But yeah, holding the gun out one-handed, your arm naturally tilts it at a 45 degree angle. Keep the round chamber in the safety. Yeah. Cold. The Glock. I don't think Glocks have safeties, do they?
Take care now.
Ram is making me antsy.
Got to have a plan first. Got to trust Jahira to come up with one.
Okay, that goes to Karlak. That goes to Gale. That goes to Shadowheart. Slimelock. Oh.
How's the barricade coming along?
It ain't pretty, but it can take a beat.
That goes to Camp.
need to.
That goes to the Starian.
Cleric's magic won't hold
What
out
is the
the darkness
Starian's
forever.
cloak? Ballast cloak, okay?
What's cooking?
Ballast cloak.
Wits and blades,
Ballast cloak.
always sharp.
Looking ahead.
Ballast cloak. Okay. That's gonna go to camp then.
This place gives me the creeps.
That's gonna go to a Starian.
Yeah?
Heapside narrows at night. 2 steps in, and you're likely to become some dagger's new.
Resistance.
Blood, this is heavy.
Woods.
Stars.
It's for a good cause.
There we go.
Aye.
What's next, I
Our
wonder?
asses.
There we go.
Watch your back.
Yeah, I love the look of the Yuan Ti armor.
He better be.
I know it's just scale mail, but I don't know, I just like it best.
I bet they're close.
And
Watching
then
us.
you. There we go.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, let's head to the forge here.
Hey, it's Manon. Let's say hi.
I've definitely seen that ox before. It has the same strange look in its eye.
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things.
Better options.
Good news and bad news.
Well, the Yuan Ti is both aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and it also has great stat benefits for rangers and rogues, or sneaky people. Let's hear the bad
Oh
news.
no! Good news, please, my good man.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Let's let Damon speak. This sounds important.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlak, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but...
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
All right.
Well. All right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
Yes, Karlak has an infernal engine in place of her heart. Given to her against her will by the devil, Zariel.
There.
That's
So
why
did
she's
it
always on fire.
work?
Only one way to find out.
Alright, come here.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure. But at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Well, we'll have to make the inevitable evitable then.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck. Both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
This is the best day. The best day!
Worried about what Damon said about your engine. We need to get back to Avernus, or it is going to blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now, or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find some solution.
You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
All right. All right. I'll leave it alone. For now.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Karlach's engine will conveniently hold out just long enough for you to finish the game. But in the game's ending, depending upon your dialogue choices, she will burn up. However, there is actually a cure for her in Avernus. And if you can convince her to go back, she might be able to find it by the time of the epilogue. Strange Eyes. A bunch of people who were stolen of their bodies and memories, but machines. Not heard that one before.
No, incapable.
Incapable of what?
Not for you to know.
Aw, oh, come on now, you pique my curiosity. Huh, that was weird.
Well, come close. Your mind to mine.
Ugh.
Are you satisfied?
Sure. Thank you.
You're so very welcome. Now, you must have better things to do than hang around in a stable, surely.
Right you are. Goodbye. I'm getting the hell out of here. I don't want to think about... I don't want to stick around with a cow that has murder on the brain.
Jahira wants to know about supplies when we make it home.
Well, there was somebody crying down here. I have not seen Rick and Morty.
What am I going to... Please, I just want to be alone.
Why are you crying?
It's Dennis. He's gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love... Dennis... Martin Dor, Roshan...
How'd you manage to get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Dennis could still be alive. Don't give up on him yet.
Do you really think so? By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him.
I'll find him and I'll bring him back to you.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
So the tieflings are here, but not all of them. Sounds like there is an ambush.
Is that Darkmoor the Wicked? I don't believe it. His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloakwood. It took half an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Matters!
Shy? Have a gander. Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Kid really looks up to you. That's nice to see.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put
Well,
me
semi-legitimate.
in charge. What do you need?
You got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Well, if it was worth any coin, do you think Mole would have given it to you? I mean, if it was worth anything, she would have kept it for herself.
I mean, maybe.
With all the other fabulous things you found in this inn, why hold on to a dusty old key? Oh, Jesus. I did need that guidance.
I guess it is kind of old. Here. Birds of a feather.
Thank you. Hey!
Last night's best bargains right here. Welcome back. Are you looking for something in particular?
The evasive shoes. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want those. Arrow of Fiend Slaying. Do we have Fiend Slaying arrows? Beast, Construct, Elemental, Fiend. Yep, okay. That's the bird slaying. Or sparrow slaying. Yeah. There's like no sparrows, so it'll be fine. Necrotic, accuracy, bane. Okay. Looks like you don't got anything else that I need, but thank you for the evasive shoes.
Pleasure doing business with you. Don't be shy.
All right, Ross.
Propaganda at the finest
Thank you for
stock.
joining me. Have a good day.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you. Sorceress, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us. A pity. You pulled them from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
I don't see Zevlor. Don't tell me he's missing as well.
Aye, and more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them. Maybe the curse.
Have hope. You survived. I'm sure the others did too.
Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks. It was sweet of you to try.
Don't be shy.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I heard what happened, that people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in my head. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue.
So sorry.
It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us.
Really?
He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
Roland, the apprentice wizard?
Yes. He shielded me and the kids, while his brother and sister rushed the cultists. Cal and Leah were dragged away, along with the others. Roland isn't taking it so well. None of us are, to be honest. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
Just take it one step at a time.
You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
Don't worry, I'll find them.
Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
Keep drinking like that and you won't be able to read your spell book, wizard.
It's you. Don't you get tired of telling people how to live their lives? If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time.
Fiora said you risked everything to save her and the kids.
I tried. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
It's my responsibility to bring him back.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Uh-huh, sure. Ooh, His Majesty.
Hiss! I say hiss!
Easy, kitty. I mean you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quietly admire the cat.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Hiss.
Quite the specimen you are. How did you come to this place?
I slinked, of course.
You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
Alright. Noble feline. speak with the lordly cat at last light.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Hey, Barkus is here.
Ah, you found your way. Good.
I did, though with a few hiccups along the way.
Nasty place, isn't it? My torch only just held out long enough for me to find my way here.
What's that you're making?
A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise. I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the Deep Gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
How do the Deep Gnomes get trapped in the towers?
They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... well... with you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out. I'll do my part according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Anything I can do to help?
Unless you've got access to a 300-year-old Tempusian apothecarial almanac? No. But that's for me to worry about. You do whatever it is you do. Some of us are counting on you.
Okay,
Last night's best bargains right here.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam
That's
in Maul's
bullshit.
eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
Put pressure on him. Attack the pieces in front of his king.
My, the Thescan double counter gambit. Vicious. Exactly what I would have done.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
That
Please
sounds
let me
creepy.
smack this creep.
The Thescan move suggestion was inspired. I had no idea you played.
Oh, there's plenty about me you have no idea about.
Don't I? Indeed. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
Really?
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil, Well, a long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
What are you talking about, Asterion? What scars?
You haven't told them? And you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know.
Why didn't you just tell me earlier? I could have helped.
Perhaps I should have. I'm not exactly used to asking for help and being met with, well, help. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
Right back at you.
Alright. Well, let's go ahead and talk with Jaheira.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your
Keep
very
hearing
good health.
Mattis in the background. That's pardon my friend Karlak. She's very excited to meet you.
Yeah. I mean, it's an honor, milady.
I will gladly drink to your health as well, Karlak.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
Oh, good. I'm not always in control of my magic. Who knows what will happen if I drink this?
You will be refreshed. And I will be reassured.
Alright.
Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you. Isn't it?
I see now why you spiked my wine.
Just answer the question.
Alright, yes, parasite's giving me powers I've never had before. It's changing me for the better.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
You can trust me.
Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
If he's back, perhaps you should have hit him harder in the first place.
Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
What do you have in mind?
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Alright. Ketheric's days are numbered. I'll make sure of it.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Okay.
Shy, have a gander at the finest stock.
We're gonna go and do the final fight of the Strem. Although, before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break. Be right back. Coincidentally, it's starting with Agile. I am back. Alright. So you're the one casting the shield. Is it using your life force to do that?
I didn't realize I had an audience.
Hello.
The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
Word gets around fast.
Small inn. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
I mean, if it's not too much to ask.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Selûnite magic. Dark Lady, forgive me.
Good nose. Like a nasty little terrier.
Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
That's not right.
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Isabel, do you know this man?
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric.
Now I know who you
alive.
Sure. I'll throw his thoughts for more information.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
Okay, here we go. Marcus is trying to kidnap you, Isabel. We're gonna need to fight our way out of this. Hi, Floof. Welcome to Stram.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course.
Hey, hydrate.
You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketheric will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
Stretch.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
You wanted dead wings. Okay. Well.
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
Okay, looks like everyone else is surprised. Those assholes. Okay.
Let's go.
isn't undead. Murderous smite! Do it again!
Come along, Isabel.
You're hobbled now. You missed. Ow. Okay. Oh, I'm Karlak. Okay. Well, I think I would like to rage. You're dead. Okay.
Where do I go from here?
Just gonna loot.
I'll give it a shot. Hope your soul is in good hands. With haste.
Alright, what you gonna do now, flying horror? Trying to get past both Shadowheart and Karlak.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Take two. Have to keep going.
Your penance will be paid now.
And nobody important died.
We need a way into the towers. I intend to find one. Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketherick will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Marcus told me Ketherick wanted you captured, not killed. Why?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to.
Once I take Ketherick's head, you'll be safe again.
No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you. End this.
Prestidigitation. Now we're all gonna be squeaky clean. Alright. We'll head to camp. I'm gonna eat some popcorn. Let's take that. I'm gonna get Lae'zel.
If death is soon to take fight vicious. Make space, and my might ready for battle.
Alright. We're gonna go ahead and long rest.
Playtime's over, pet.
Oh, you're making a long distance call instead of coming yourself?
Oh, I love this time of year.
I wonder why that is.
The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that.
Well, that sucks to be them.
They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting him out.
And this is our problem. How exactly? Actually, no, wait. If this devil is so powerful, how did they manage to get captured?
Well, your playmate's wasting precious time. Let's
Did
see
I
if
strike a
can have
nerve,
you
Mizora?
fixed. Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse abeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This
Well, yeah.
may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
We'll secure your asset, quote unquote, on one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Trust me.
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Zora will rescue this asset if you release Will from his pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
We could always let the cult infect the asset. I bet they'd make a loyal thrall.
Incredible. You
actually think you hold the winning hand?
Well, I kind of do, since you're
Fine.
astral
I'll play
projecting
your game,
yourself.
But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favor only upon soul bearer's fulfillment of related obligation.
You've heard of this provision, better known as the You First clause.
Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Alright, well, now we gotta talk to Karlak and to Will. Oh, and Astarion wants to talk, okay.
I... F... Or is it an E? Is it even a letter? Damn language is this?
It's infernal.
Oh, what the hell's you? Wait. Did you say infernal?
Yes, I can read it if you turn around.
I suppose it couldn't hurt.
You run your eyes over the runes hacked into his flesh and recognize an all too familiar language. Infernal. It's the language of the hells. The lines describe oaths and the fires below, but the language is fragmented and strange. This is just a piece of a larger text.
And? What does it say?
Something about the fires below. It's just fragments of infernal legalese.
Infernal pact? But not even the whole text. What was that bastard up to?
If he did make a devil's pact, he's more dangerous than we thought.
More dangerous than you thought, perhaps. I never had any doubt. But if this is part of a contract, it must be powerful, or valuable, or both. No wonder he wants me back. What have I run off with?
Did you ever see Cazador write an infernal before?
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out, I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
I kind of like that the game gives certain species advantages in certain things. Like, any other species, when doing that dialogue option, might be able to recognize that it's infernal, but they wouldn't know what it says, if they recognize it at all. Tiefling says, like, yeah, this is a devil's pact. Incomplete, but it's a devil's pact. Because, as a tiefling, you can read infernal.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
If we don't help, Mizora will turn Will into a Lemure. Could you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a Lemure than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever.
I don't know about that. It's hard, granted. But the key thing to remember about devils is that their arrogance is usually their downfall. They don't expect mere mortals to be able to outwit them.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow. Mazora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue. Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
I thought you were supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract?
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one.
Fair
How
enough.
do we find it? Or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the Blood War.
It's not gonna happen. You mean too much of the Sword Coast.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mazora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
Well, to be honest, I'd actually be disappointed if she wasn't. Okay, long rest. Probably gonna get hit with Dream Visitor. Yep.
The voice of the Absolute is strong here. And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress. You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing. Saving those people in the grove.
Wasn't even a choice. They needed my help.
Not everyone would have helped.
Like you.
The hurt runs deeper than he's willing to show you.
Are you alright?
Yes. Yes, I am. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
I'm sure. Well, so you keep saying. Why should I believe you?
I'm not going to argue with you, but pray you never find out. I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. Its desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Okay. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and call it a strim here. Tomorrow we're going to be, or in the Insanity of Victor Shepard, we're going to finish the last 3 loyalty missions. Thane, Sins of the Father, Samara the Ardak Yakshi, and Jacob the Gift of Greatness. Monday, we're going to enter a blitzball tournament and cheat our way to victory because Ifrit needs to be unnerved. His damage limit needs to be broken. Wednesday, the Floof crew and I are going to head into the Iron Throne, where we're going to rescue Gortash's political prisoners. And it totally won't blow up. Thursday, in the aircraft showcase, we're going to take a look at the Rafale M and the F-117 Nighthawk. Next Friday, in Arkham Asylum, we're heading to the penitentiary to get one, rescue Warden Sharp from Harley Quinn, and two, get the security codes for the rest of the island so we can use our cryptographic sequencer. And then finally, next week, in Arella's playthrough of Baldur's Gate, we're going to go with the Harpers to ambush a convoy of absolutists. Then we'll head to Moonrise Towers to rescue the Tieflings and maybe make a surprise recruitment of our own. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you tomorrow in the Insanity of Victor Shepard. Have a great weekend, everybody.